you guys, it's Marissa. I have a few videos to upload. I'm going to upload this one first, and then I think I have a haul from like a few weeks ago and a process video. Just been super busy, so I wasn't able to sit down and actually upload because it's like takes me a little bit for some reason. But I just wanted to share. I went to a few estate sales over the weekend with my aunt, and I also went to Daiso. There's a huge store that opened not too far from me, and it's right next to the Barnes and Noble I was going to, and I literally screamed when I didn't even know there was a grand opening. So I had to text Paula like 20 seconds after I saw it because I had to tell somebody who actually cared. And then I also got something on eBay, and I think that's it. I can't really remember what else. But anyways, I just wanted to show you. I have really been into this vintage kind of traveler's notebook, using that stuff in journals and things like that. And I still have some vintage stuff from when I scrapbooked. I've been scrapbooking for, I don't know, like maybe almost 17 years. And like my first scrapbooks, or not my first scrapbooks, but I liked a lot of shabby chic vintage looking stuff, and so I would have a lot of vintage pieces that I would collect, and of course I don't have them anymore. And now that I'm back into it, it's like, okay, I don't want to pay a lot of money because there's a lot like on eBay and Etsy, but you know, it can get ridiculous. Well, you know where you can find vintage things for super cheap are estate sales, and maybe garage sales if you're lucky, but mainly estate sales. And so I found two with my aunt, and we went to them, and I got some fun things. My aunt really has a kind of kitschy style, really into vintage. She has a place in an antique mall where she sells. She sells on eBay too, and so she was gonna give me some vintage wrapping paper and things like that, but I couldn't wait, and so I wanted to go find some stuff to use in my journal. So I went to this first place, and he charged me $1 for this stack and $2 for this cute box. So I only paid $3 for these. The first thing, and I'll go through these real quick. It's a fabric covered box. Hopefully you can see okay. I tried to stay out of there was a lot of shadow. But all I wanted was the box, but I felt hecka guilty if I was gonna like take the stuff out of it, because I didn't really want this, but I was like, okay, well, am I just gonna leave this hanging somewhere? So anyways, it's really cute. They're just envelopes that match a pen that I don't even know if it works. You know, some what is this? Writing paper, some more envelopes, and I really just wanted the box, but you know, I could always use those too. So it's really pretty. Because I love navy's my favorite color, so this just was perfect. And then all I really found was, I just dug through. You kind of have to be able to deal with the smell and deal with just the hunt. And I think that that's the fun part. I think that's a lot of people that are into crafts and like scrapbooking. We always say, oh, the buying is more fun. And it is. Sometimes the hunt is more fun. But well, I don't want to say more fun, but it's just as fun. So I found some vintage, just greeting cards, things that I can slip into my journals, cut up, or just, you know, when I'm making the journals, just, you know, slip this in as something, you know, in between like a page. So just really cute greeting cards. None of them have been used. I just really liked the images. They were so cute. This one is so cute. It's really pretty, and I mean, this would be fun just to send to somebody too with as a card, but I'm just going to use them in my journals. So then I found, I don't know if it's vintage, it smells like it's vintage, but it was just a cute piece of fabric that I thought I could cut up some scraps and put them in, or cover something with it. This was just, like I said, just random finds. I sometimes feel weird, like the poor gentleman had passed away like a week earlier. And I don't know, I didn't like get weirded out, but I was like, gosh, I feel horrible, like going through his stuff, but it's okay. That's what they're there for, right? That's why they do estate sales. This is just says hot iron transfers. You know, there's some designs on it. I just thought this would be a fun envelope I could even use in my journals. This was just a Scholastic kids book. And then I found, my aunt's going to give me some vintage wrapping paper as well, but I just found these pieces and I just thought they were really pretty. So I grabbed these. I'm not a cat person, but this is so cute. And then this one right here. Is that a squirrel? What? Or my squirrel obsession? My mom calls me squirrel. And then this one right here. And that is what I got from that gentleman. And then the other one, oh, and then this one too. This was like from 1940. It's just a household budget and expense record. It's just the, you know, the pages that we've all used. But I just thought as pieces in my journals, that'd be neat. And another one that I went to, I grabbed some, they had a lot of like old paints, a lot of paintbrushes. And my aunt was like, take the whole can up there. You get cheaper. Yes. Instead of just having one hand painted, I have one finger painted. These are the only ones that really looked like they were worth anything or would actually work. They're one's Winsor & Newton and the other one's Grumbacher. So I think they just gave these to me. I can't remember. These are just, it's postcards, but I like that it was stuck together as an accordion. So I thought that would be a fun book to make if I, you know, gesso and collage or do anything on that. And then I really just wanted to look for one book to use the outside as a journal. And I really like the way this one looks. So I'll probably just take out, you know, the insides. I thought my husband was home. I was like, don't be walking in on my video. And then, you know, maybe use these or pass the book pages along. But so I got that. So I think I got $1, or it was $1 for all of these. And then we had a garage sale. You know what? I'm not even going to show that stuff. Well, you know, I got this Japanese design motifs. I think he gave it to me for $1. I just thought it was neat. I don't know. Maybe I could try to draw these. And then there was like a free box, and I was going to offer money, and my husband said that might offend her. But anyways, I just got this auto bingo. I got a few cigar boxes, and I don't know what this piece is. Oh, and then I got this. I thought it was really cute. And hi, I didn't even know it was to hold jewelry. And he was like, that's to hold jewelry, honey. And I'm like, oh, I guess you're right. But I'm not going to hold jewelry or put jewelry on it. It's just one of those metal stands. I got it for $1. I just thought it'd be cute to put in my craft room or give it to Mila. So that's how I got the garage sale. We live in a gated community, and so the whole community was having a garage sale, and I have never seen my street so packed. And I kept saying we should do that garage sale. It's like, oh, nobody will get my stuff, you know, nobody's gonna buy. But when the street is filled with other garage sales, that's the time to do it. So next year I am so doing it. So anyways, yeah, that's what I got there. Sorry, I'm out of breath. This I'm a little upset about. This was kind of impulsive, and I bought a vintage lot on eBay, and I believe that I paid way too much for this. But I just will really quickly, I don't know if this is boring to you guys, but I'll just show you what they threw in there. Disney magazine. This is called Take the High Road, and I'm not going to show you the word that I opened it up to, but I was like, what's that mean? What do you think? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think it's from like a church, but I don't know if I'll be cutting that up. Lots of maps. This one's cute. Photos. Oh, dang. Somebody had to go to the bathroom. Sorry, the kids are. Corn scramble. You know, just bits and pieces of, you know, vintage. And even though it says, you know, what you're getting, I don't know. You know, it's just, I guess the pictures make it look better than what it is. This, to me, this is neat, but a lot of this is, like, I like the stuff that I picked. This is a lot of, I guess envelopes are good, but, you know, not really what I guess I was looking for. And even though he did show all the pages, or all the pictures, but it's a lot of, like, this isn't even new. A lot of little booklets, like old Sears. Here's some maps. Those are neat. You know, just like what, I don't know. I guess I could use that, but like this is neat. 4th Avenue Sandwich Shop. It's like, it's a menu, French bread, or French fries, 10 cents. Here's an apartment thing. Something from the military from 1942. My husband is a veteran, so that's kind of neat. You know, just a lot of random. Sorry, I'll hurry. What's this? Story of Rockefeller Center. And then there was a lot of coloring books, and I did not see that description in there. I'm not sure what I would do with these coloring books, or this gentleman right here. I paid $20 plus shipping, I believe, for this. The shipping, I think, was $4, and they actually spent a lot more on that. Maybe that's worth it, but as far as, you know, this kind of stuff, I don't know. I could have easily got this, you know, like at an estate sale for much cheaper. So that was an impulse. I just saw a big stack and was like, oh, I'm going to get it. So anyways, that's my other vintage. I'll use it, but I think I paid way too much. And then at Daiso, I just picked up one of these. I don't know yet what I'm using it for. I might use it for makeup brushes, but I was thinking for something in my craft room. Some washi. These are little bows. A whole bunch of different, it's hard to see, but, or a whole bunch of little different, oh my gosh, bows. I don't know if you can see that. This is like a circus. They're like little circus tickets. I'm sorry, it's kind of dark over here now. Or in this shadow. I'm like almost under my table. And then this is, it's like supposed to be from Japan. I don't know what's wrong with my focus on my iPhone. And then I just grabbed these painting brushes. I've been looking for a size 12, so I don't know if I would use, well, I guess I would use them all, but, so I just got those. Oh, here's another really thin. It's a size 00. That's from the, from the estate sale. And then I found this little melamine plate, and I thought while I was doing, I could just put little die cuts and things. I like to have these on my desk, and I always get, I haven't had one this deep, but I always get these trays at Daiso, and I don't have this pattern yet, and how deep. And again, these are all over my desk. My husband's building me a huge shelf unit on the wall for my paints because, I don't know if you remember, but here, let me show you real quick. Sorry. I think you remember. That thing over there, I ran out of space. So he's building me a big one to put on the wall. But I would also like a bigger table. Or I want to raise, my table up. So on feet, or, you know, like legs that extend, because I like to stand. I'm having a problem because I like to have my supplies accessible, but because my desk is in the middle of my room, I have to put those things like on my desk, and I feel like it takes up too much space, so it's driving me crazy. And then I always grab these zipper pouches. I'm going to put some of my vintage pieces. I'm trying to decide how to store those because I don't really travel or won't be taking these anywhere. So, you know, I think this would be good if I was going somewhere and was going to journal, but I don't know why I just said that. But yeah, so I got those, and then I went to Michael's. I have not been at Michael's since, you know, the Prima stamps and stuff are out. But I did see they have a lot of this new Dilutions, which, hello, I bought the Creative Diary. I bought the paint pens, like I bought those at Hobby Lobby. But don't you hate, like, I got so excited about the new Dilutions things, knowing darn well it was probably going to be in the store, and it was. But I got so excited in the store that I broke it apart. But I do have one of her little, like, coloring book where you can color the images. But I really like these borders. It's kind of on a glossy paper, and what I really liked was these, because I don't have any of her stamps with these sayings, because I feel like I would only use them maybe once, maybe twice. So I just feel like, you know, this way I really like this one. I can, you know, just cut them out and use them instead of having the actual stamp. I have the house's stamps, but, you know, they're way bigger than that. So I thought this was just neat to have, mainly for me, the words, instead of buying the stamps. So I got these with the coupon at Michael's. I did end up getting, I've never used mica powder, but I used a 50 off from Joann's on this. They also had, I think, like the patina paste. I don't know if that's the patina part makes it look different or if there's a shimmer to it or something, but you got 3 of them and it was more expensive than these. And I thought I just felt like it was colored modeling paste. So I don't know what else to do with these. I think that I would just mix them in I don't know what else to do with mica powders, but I got this one. And then they have their little traveler's notebooks out, but I have way too many of those. So all I got was this zipper pouch, and then it has this little like credit card kind of thing, but I would put stickers or quotes or something in it. So yeah, so that's it. That's what I got from the estate sales. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully I will go ahead and get those other videos up. Oh, and I was gonna, oh, you know what? I think I haven't showed you this yet, but I bought it's in the video I'm gonna put up, but I bought these, I don't know if I showed you, these Heidi Swap for like $1.75, and I was like, what the heck am I doing with these? Well, I hung up my, let me cover you. I hung up my little squirrel. The chains are a little long. I'm gonna make them shorter, but I think it's cute. They're hanging. Little hanging squirrels. So yeah. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.